Now, is this our warehouse?
They got the job on us.
Oh no, it's not a warehouse, is it? It's just the arms building, I think. Either way. Yep, can't have you guys hanging about. Probably should move out of that corrosive goop.
Job fulfilled.
And then plank that guy as well. For the fun. And that one too. Cool, so this is the arms building. And we're in. Step one is probably read the terminal. Let's just have a look about now. Get some gubbins. View executive records. Sanjar has a bad habit of padding his reports with numbers and stats. Not very good with slogans, jingles, and or taglines. His presentations tend to be dry and lacking in emotional appeal and funny references. Tends to complete work rather than delegating it, which is not suitable for upper management. So he doesn't see the big picture. He's a little picture man. He does things that need doing rather than delegating them to anyone else. Very well. So that was his executive review, I guess. Graham Bryant. A restricted file. Well, we'll hack that. So he used to work here. He was a low-level editor. He understood product messaging and branding particularly well. Has a knack for memorable slogans and taglines, which makes sense for a potential leader of a group. Some of his work has been flagged for subversive undertones. And then Dora Erickson. Brief but compelling presentation, supported by catchy slogans, delegation skills, can build a lengthy meeting around any topic. Good. So, wasn't there a goal to... Let's see. Did they want everything deleted? Optional, wipe any terminals in the building. Well, I'm not terribly interested in helping MSI. So, I'm thinking that maybe I won't. Also, I'm thinking that ordnance control armor that I've just found might be good for Ellie. It's medium. Boosts melee weapon skills more than anything, but it'll keep her alive. It's 11 armor compared to... Oh no, her light armor is worth 16 already. Because it's higher level. Very well. I feel like I'd prefer a system where... like, even the worst medium armor was better than the best light armor. Just a bit more... What's the word? A bit more delineation, is it? A bit more diversion between them, maybe. So that you didn't have to deeply check all the stats. You could just know, oh, good, that's medium. That's better. Let's give it a go. Maybe I'm just lazy.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
I hear boots out there.
Dora?
Wait, can rats wear boots?
Arr. No. I don't think they've figured that out yet. Who are you?
Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Mantiqueen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help?
How did you get locked in?
It's easier than it sounds, all right? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions.
Okay, I can't really argue with that. We do need to get in that room.
Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched.
Probably.
So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
I mean, there must be a way to open it from the inside, surely.
What do you mean? It's locked.
Right, but try the handle. Turn it upwards.
Wait, upward? Oh, my eternal soul, it worked!
Hey!
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was
Idiot.
getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Oh, you're Iconoclast. In that case, yeah, you're most welcome. So, are you sure you're okay to travel?
Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
You don't sound as though you're in the best state, but good luck. Good luck,
Thanks
Hux.
a lot, lady.
You get going. You appear to have completely failed to scavenge the place, because I've just walked in and found a whole bunch of stuff in a crate. But maybe we'll chalk that up to the lightheadedness. Now we've got the bolt. Do we need to give that to Sanjar? Is there anything else that could be done with it? I'm just wondering if it's worth taking it to Graham instead. Either way, let's now change to the Printer quest, because that's going to be our next proper destination. Ah, there's some bad noise. Cool.
Please take a moment to complete this customer survey. Did you find Sam's cleaning today to be A, satisfactory, B, extremely satisfactory,
Shut up, Sam.
or C, exceptional?
Now, so,
Hope you're here to help. We only got so many bullets left, and I ain't keen on using one on you.
you guys look like you know what you're doing. Yeah, Zora sent me to look for guys, so once I get you out safe, I'll see about the press.
Thank the Eternal. We could use a hand. But we can't leave without patching these guys up. Acker here is bleeding out, and Jensen can't see straight. Our medic has got our trauma kit, but we got separated. We ain't seen him in a couple of hours.
My professional medical advice is to get out of here as soon as possible. Bleeding might kill him, but wrapped definitely will.
How many years of medical school went into that word of wisdom? Sorry. We appreciate the assist. We
She's
just
an actual
need to
doctor, you
find
know.
our medic so we can do exactly as you say. Get the hell out.
Any idea where he went?
Yeah, on account of giving him the order. He's searching the old settlement to the north of the press.
We will find him. We will absolutely find him. So he's over there. Printing press is over there. That's a Raptidon.
Quiet.
So that can go down. Now, where are you going, my scaly friend? You coming into view? Good.
Take your best shot, asshole.
The minute I stand up and move properly,
New battle scars.
things kick off. But that's fine. Where's that corpse? I want your meat. Now, medic should be over here somewhere.
Preparing to neutralize and sanitize.
That's a lot of enemies. Right, you can have a shot to the head. You probably have a second, actually. And then, let's see. You can have one. You can definitely have one.
And quiet.
You can have a few. We'll just stand here in this acid.
Good news, customer. All germs and contaminants have been neutralized.
Sweet. And there we go. We've got a flaw that we could get. Physical damage weakness. Do we want to take 25% extra physical damage in exchange for a perk? No. Right. Medic went down. So, let's see. They appear to have a unique shotgun called the Euthanasia Kit. Which is fun. That's them out of the way. So now let's get our friends to safety. And then once that's done, we can investigate the printing press. I feel we've got another conflict brewing here. Iconoclast versus MSI. So again, there's probably a third way that involves keeping everyone on the same page. But we're going to help the Iconoclasts because they are anti-board.
Any luck out there?
Here is your trauma kit. Unfortunately, your medic is dead.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's better than nothing. Thanks. We'll head out as soon as we're patched up.
Good. Nice one. Now I would go and deal with the printing press. Okay, it's not going well in here. More dead iconoclasts. A few dead rats though. That's always good. So in there is the main printing press and whatnot. Going around this way though allows us to explode the head of some raptidons. Go on, Sam. Good job. Sounds like it's still kicking off. Ellie's having fun.
I'm warmed up now.
Good. Well done, Ellie. Ooh, you haven't got the lock picking for that one. Guess we should have bought Pavati. Okay, down.
Down.
You get hit in the
Coward
foot.
with prejudice.
Bam. Quick reload. Lovely. And bam. You can get blinded. By which I mean your entire head can be exploded. We've got a smidge of this left. Can we hit that guy? Yeah, we can. Gives us a bit more back.
That does it.
Yeah,
Time for a drink?
life is going well. Do we go up the ladder first? Probably. Yeah, we need to be up in this top room to flick a switch of some sort. But it's bad. Okay, so we're going to come back out that way. Once we've dealt with all these threats.
True professionals. Their mistake.
Oops.
You got it.
Oh, I think we've just hit the weight cap once again. He says, picking up even more stuff. So that door is probably the one that... Yeah. Cool. So we've got this room and this room. Some sort of office. Terry's birthday? Okay. Terry's actually dead, so we're not celebrating his birthday. Very well. We're leaving. We're going to Terra 2 instead. We're awaiting a shuttle out of Cascadia. When you get word that our ride's on the way, we'll shut this facility, pack up, lock the door on the way out. Until then we continue working. So Terra 1 is no longer a feasible workplace environment. Let's see. So that was the hazard clause that meant NSI got cut off, I guess. Any corporation caught operating after 6 months would face fines and possible disbarment. Okay. Just underlying what we already knew about the history of this planet. Monarch, aka Terra 1. Is it a planet or is it a moon? I forget. It's a shithole, that's what it is. And now, printer is currently inoperable. Let's install the rollers. That's all. We don't even need to run diagnostics. Everything is up and running. A lot of people died for this place. It better be worth it, Graham. And then what do we have? Final notice. Caden Shuster declaring their official resignation. So they complained about unknown insects in their sinuses. And they were deemed lucky to no longer suffer the stench of fish and sulfur. They lost several articles of clothing and were replaced with Stellar Bay uniforms, which then just degraded in the same way. The local wildlife, being aggressive, awarded the services of a local hunter, one N. Ramnarin Wentworth. He spent the entire service call inebriated and offending my sensibilities with off-colour language. Nuka, sulphur lungs, found to be in working health. Indigestion, because he's allergic to fish. And then was given extra supplies of toilet paper. Officially retired and buggered off. So we'll head back to Graham first.
Ah, crazy town. Never change.
Sam, making blood-stained clean again.
Well done, Sam. Yeah. I don't want to hand in the bolt to Sanjar until I know that I can't use it to hurt MSI down the line.
Nice day, huh? For Monarch, anyway.
If you'll just listen...
No! No more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the
I mean, that's
board's
fair.
cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation grows dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
I mean, the printing press is all yours.
Excellent.
Did you find the Vanoys?
And yeah, they're on their way back. They're fine.
Thank the Eternal.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. For now, you can tell Hiram that I'll stop using Devil's Peak.
Thanks,
From
friend.
the pits of our eternal souls. Thank you, Captain. I have much to do. Articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. I want a word.
All right, then. So everyone seems to like us, and we've gained some iconoclast apostle armor. Maybe I'll hang on to that till later, because I know something about armor. Something that I've picked up from a different character. So Zora is making her way back out to the clinic. We'll join her over there. I think we don't want to put innocent people to the torch, as Graham said. So if that's Zora's plan, then... Let's find out what she has to say.
Hey, Captain. I need your help, and we ought to keep it hush-hush. You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber Heights?
Famous pirate raid, right? A little messy for my tastes, but those guys were in and out like pros.
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned, but nobody could find them. The
Okay.
station's locked up, but one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby rat nest. It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other, but it's similar. I bet it opens a door.
Cool, so you want us to go to the relay station and see if the code's useful, I guess. Why are we keeping this to ourselves?
Graham isn't fond of talking about the history here. He had friends who worked here. The massacre hit him pretty hard. You know him. Live and let live and all that. I don't want to burden him right now, especially if this ends up being a dead end.
That seems reasonable. So yeah, we can go to the relay station, see if the code's useful.
Just a warning. The area is infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help, but we're, preparing for war.
Alright, I'm on it.
Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but information's good too. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Good luck. Watch out for the Taros.
Cool, we can do that. That doesn't sound too controversial. We should also probably pop in there and see if we've got anything to sell.
Disarray.
And there we go, flogged all our consumables again, because why not? And we could do a bit of repairing whilst we're here. There's probably not much that we need to repair right now, but that's fine. Can't really afford much tinkering at this point, I don't think. Yeah, we need 15k for our sublight sniper rifle. And that's the main thing I'm looking to upgrade, so... Now, Bolt with his name is still available. That might give us another quest with MSI, which then needs doing. It can't hurt, probably, to pop back and hand that in, then. If we get to a point where we do have to choose sides, then at that point we
Hey,
can stop
Sam,
doing
tell a
MSI
dirty
quests.
joke.
Command, not recognized.
Fine. Tell any joke.
Please repeat the instruction.
Get screwed, Sam.
Request is invalid.
Alright then. I like these two. Now, Sanjay.
Now, if we were like the other corporations, you wouldn't be allowed to run around dressed like one of Graham's minions. But we're better than that. See? Anyway, what can I do for you?
You're a prick and I hate you. I found your review on Eternal in the Arms building.
You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
Yeah, you sent me into a Raptidon-infested mess to clean up after you.
I didn't mean for any harm to come to you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Your left kidney?
One of the executives required a transplant.
He's lucky they didn't want a liver or a heart.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects.
Did it?
Apparently not.
Good. That's what you get for giving so much of yourself over to a corporation.
Perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat.
I mean, you've kept it running against all odds. We'll throw in that
I
bone.
hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
Oh yeah, we met Grim.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
Yes, he did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
And I suppose we've got your Bolt 52.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
So, how exactly is that going to help?
What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
So you do want to go against the board then, I guess, but So is the board getting their comeuppance?
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea, it's definitely a firm middle finger.
Okay, I can get behind that.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch.
The assholes.
Illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
Right, what does that mean for me?
If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
We're on good terms with Catherine. We know how to make people talk.
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
I mean, what's this you people?
Of course. I didn't mean to make assumptions. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
Do I already know where that facility might be? Let's say we do.
I knew you were the right person for the job. I suppose I'll leave you to it.
Right, also I do need you to stop broadcasting though.
You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
There must be another way.
Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. If we can find proof that one of the companies on the board is also active on Monarch, that'll give me all the leverage I need.
Fine, but then you are stopping those broadcasts.
You have my word.
Okay, we have to go. Right, so now, yeah,
Sam, did you clean my quarters?
it seems as though we've got like 2 different quests. And when we do one for each, then they'll stop and we can move on with the main quest. But then I guess we can also just progress the story of this place. So there's the UDL lab. I guess that's where we think things are happening. We've already discovered it. So now if we can find proof. I mean, there was a scientist here who blew himself up earlier, so we can't bring him along. But we can march in and look around. We've already hacked that terminal, haven't we, and acquired the science weapon. So let's just head upstairs again. This terminal. Okay, so research data. Project Lorem Ipsum. Mostly non-lethal crowd control gas. We'll take those files. And then if we hack in here, alternate project names: Thunderdog, Eggs Mayhem, Skunk Parade. Fuck you, Valdez, I want my raid. I see why that was hidden away. So I guess who wrote that, the person who wrote that didn't like Valdez very much. But we have now found the proof that we need for Sanjar, so guess it's just a case of going back now. We didn't need to speak to Catherine after all.
Organic obstacle is blocking this unit's intended path. Rerouting. Unsuccessful. Preparing to remove the obstacle.
I'll remove that cleaning attachment and shove it up your exhaust pipe.
Yeah.
Successfully rerouting.
Lovely. Don't be removing organic things without my permission, Sam. Sanjar.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge.
I hate you.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
Yeah, here's a data cartridge with UDL's secret experiment.
Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge?
What are these reformations you're talking about?
I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
I don't know what you think you're going to accomplish. I'd just as soon reorganize it into itty-bitty pieces with a really big gun, but you just keep being you.
Same, Ellie.
You can't build anything that way. What's the point?
It's fun.
Nonsense! There's nothing more invigorating than a well-developed 10-year plan. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course.
No. I mean, we've got no choice but to give them the data if we want to progress, right?
I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
That's the spirit. Thanks, Celia. Cool. So, that's that dealt with. The broadcasts have stopped. We can progress the main quest. However, let's go and open a sealed door for Zora.